Recap, you're not sure about the life insurance policy on the deceased.
No, that's correct.
Okay. So now, is there a lower offer on your
Well,
mind?
We feel like we made our offer. We were thinking maybe you guys can come back with somewhere upper range that you guys were thinking.
Okay.
And we base this number on, just to give you a little bit of background,
Yeah.
on her lost wages, the fact that her children are so young, and comparable wrongful death cases in Michigan, from the past five years or so.
I mean, just to kind of, I guess, reiterate what we were saying, you know, our client has no nest egg. He has no anything. He has no cash, essentially, other than what their actual income is. And, you know, they've nothing saved. They've got a hefty mortgage on a house that they have not really paid off at all, that they just purchased. And so, I mean, we're really, you know, there really are essentially, there's no pocket of, you know, hidden money anywhere, just to be completely honest and forthright with y'all.
But you did mention a payment plan, and I think that would work for our client, to spread out the amount that they would have to pay.
The only thing that we'll need to keep in consideration if we do come to some agreement with the payment plan is that we need to make sure that he has enough income to take care of his kids, and he's also planning on going back to school to kind of compensate for,
The loss of income.
right, exactly. So we'll just need to keep that in mind as we talk about what type of payment plan we wanna do.
Well,
that they
I
would
think
be-
it's fair to focus on what's fair to pay in this accident and not what he's gonna need in the future, because I don't think it's fair to think of our client as somebody who's just gonna pay for, you know.
Well, it would be compensating for the loss of his wife, and we were just trying to do it in a way that would be most helpful to your client, as opposed to just a bulk
I
payout.
agree.
It wouldn't be
I
like
agree.
we were not considering it like an ATM machine,
Right.
but, you know, and it wouldn't, when considering damages, we were considering the loss of wages, so that's where we were kind of going with that, that he would need to find a job in order to
Okay.
compensate.
Well, when we took a look at our client's income, and if we did set up a payment plan that would help spread this out, we found 5,000 to be a reasonable amount per year for a number of, like, 5 years.
So the number you have is 25,000.
That's correct.
I mean, just essentially, you know, I guess kind of bringing it back to, we're just trying to be realistic for what our client can afford.
That's definitely our number one priority, because, like I said, his income is really limited right now. And with the books that you mentioned, it's not, you know, a safe, like, income there, so I'm not.
And I think that both of our clients want to avoid having to go to trial. For our client, he just wants to, he doesn't want to have to put his kids through it, he doesn't want to have to go through it. But I think that our client would be willing, if he had to go to trial, if need be. I just would hope that we could find some number in the middle, because clearly there's a large discrepancy between the two numbers that we're working with now.
I'm sure, it's just that 3 million is way outside of what our client can even afford. So in that case, then yeah, we would have to go litigate. I'm not sure if a jury would find, I mean, this was an accident, it wasn't like, you know, real wrongful death on the part of our client, because they were both driving really fast.
This is not an O.J. Simpson wrongful death suit case. This is a tragic accident between friends, and I mean, that's.
We're just trying to, we're really trying to get, you know, to an agreement, because our client feels really sorry, but 3 million is just way more than he could ever possibly afford.
think our client would be able to come down on that number, but I don't think that he would be able to go down to the 25,000 that you had mentioned. I would say
If y'all need a moment, we can step out, or we can step out if y'all need a moment. I mean, y'all can step out if you need a moment or anything.
do you want to
Yeah, we can confer.
Just take this opportunity to stop